Well, a Del Mar home makes the cover of San Diego Home Garden, right?
That's right. I was lucky enough to be there. The designs, the view, the story behind it made it very clear as to why it graced the cover. It was an amazing home. Take a look. We are highlighting another home that's gracing the cover of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine, this time the February issue. And it is beautiful out here in Del Mar, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. Couldn't pick another beautiful day.
Oh, man. And hard to say you could pick a better home. I mean, my goodness, this layout is amazing. I can understand why you picked it to be on the cover.
Yeah, it's always a hard choice, but when you look at some of the elements in this house, and the views, of course, always play a good role. It was a no-brainer. We have another beautiful house in here too. It was hard to choose from, but two great homes in this month's issue.
Now, what makes this one so different and sets it apart from all the rest?
Well, it's a great story with the homeowners. I mean, as you'll read in the story, he's a chef, he's a scientist, and both the homeowners, growing up, there was a particular thing that they like to do, and they like to sit up in the windows and take naps in the sun come through. And there's a perfect spot that the designer and architect put together in their master bedroom. It has a lot of nice, interesting stories. And the elements, of course, they have probably 8 to 10 different types of stone in here. You see it's indoor, outdoor. They got a chef's kitchen, great for entertaining. And, there's so many square footage. Every ounce of space or every inch of space is used for storage.
We'll take you inside and show you more of the house in just a few moments. But let's talk about the magazine, the February issue, like I mentioned a few moments ago. What else is inside?
Well, the house that's in Mission Hills is a great story, too. The architect who originally built the house, they came back and remodeled it for the homeowners. It's a good story. We got some great recipes, like always. It's February, so there's some good stuff for, the chefs that like to cook. And then, got great gardening ideas as well.
And on newsstands now?
It's on newsstands now.
All right. And how do we get a subscription?
It's really easy. Go to SanDiegoHomeGarden.com, or you can just call the magazine or pick up a subscription or a copy at 425 different locations in San Diego. So.
Plenty to choose from. Right?
That's right.
All right, Mark McKinnon, the publisher of the magazine, thank you so much. We'll take you inside, like I mentioned, in just a few moments, so stay with us. More to come.
A Del Mar home makes the cover of San Diego Home Garden Lifestyle magazine, and Brandy Williams was there to check it out.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. We are inside the home right there that's featured on the cover of the February issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. And this man, Art Harris, he's the general contractor and the architect. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
This is incredible. Tell us about this home.
Wow. A little bit of square footage, about 7,000 square feet. 3 stories over a garage and a big bonus room below. A lot of custom things inside this home. The bar that you're looking at right now, it came from Africa. The dining room table was made from the same material. The kitchen basically is designed specifically for the owner because he's a chef and he loves to cook. And he wanted his own space away from the wife over here being able to make pastries. So we've got a little pastry center for her, major cooking center for him.
Did you go to Africa yourself? Did you make that trek alone?
I could have. It would have been fun.
I bet. What was the most challenging part about designing this home?
Wow, it was the meetings with the owners. We set up a process where we got together as many times a week as we could. They had a lot of ideas they wanted, and we basically took that format and basically ended up with what you see here now.
How do you describe the ambiance in here?
Well, the lady you want to talk to about that is in the other part of the room. So
well, I'll save that question for her.
Please do.
I think it's safe to say we can sum it up as just being peaceful, right?
It is the idea was to be able to bring the outside inside the house. And that was one of the primary criteria for the owner.
How long did it take you to put this all together?
About 3.5 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was. It was a lifetime job for me.
What's average for a 7,000 square foot home?
In the coastal, about that time, about that amount of time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that with us. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
All right, guys, if you want to learn more about this home, pick up the February issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine.
Well, a Del Mar home makes the cover of the February edition of San Diego's Home Garden Lifestyle magazine. Brandy Williams paid a visit.
Good morning. I am inside the house that's featured on the cover of the February issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. We feature so many homes, and just when you think it doesn't get any cooler, it does. Janine Theory Brown is joining us right now. And tell us what we're sitting on here. This is so neat.
This is the napping corner that both the husband and wife, as when they were little, both grew up with, sitting in front of the sun,
Just hanging out.
And so they wanted one in their house. So here it is, and this is well used.
Oh, it's so incredible. And you're the designer here in this home, and you also designed a lot of the furniture. Tell us about that.
all the furniture in the great room downstairs and all the furniture that you see here in the bedroom has been bespoke here in San Diego. And bespoke is basically tailor-made, custom-made. So.
What a job. Now, do you get nervous when you have to fill a 7,000 square foot home?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Not a challenge, or is it?
Well, a challenge, yes, but always gratifying.
Yeah. Now, there's some rarities in this home. I mean, we talked to Art earlier. He told us about the wood coming from Africa. Any challenges like that in the furniture department?
No, actually, this home was actually very easy to design for, because when I met the client after Art brought me in, we just hit it off and we've just fed off of each other. He had such a vision for his home, and I just took that vision and expanded on it. I told Art he baked the cake, I iced it.
Tell us more about the ambiance. Art didn't want to take that question. He said you would be the person to describe it.
Oh, well, the ambiance in this house, you know, contemporary houses tend to be so cool and just sterile. This is the opposite. This house with all the wood and the stone is so warm and so comfortable, and people who come in just are amazed with the open floor plan and the warmth that this house exudes.
The color palette is really beautiful. I saw the seafoam greens, the tans. How did you choose those?
Well, that's an interesting story, because that's when I came in with the colors, and the colors that were going to be picked for the house, thank God, never materialized. So we wanted not to take away from the architecture or, of course, this fabulous view. And so all the colors are very serene and really come from the stone in the house.
Well, you did a fabulous job. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. And congratulations, your work is featured in the February issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. If you want to see more or read more about this home, pick up this issue. It's on newsstands now.
Del Mar Home makes the cover of the February edition of San Diego Home Garden Lifestyle magazine, and Brandy Williams recently paid a visit.
We are wrapping things up here in Del Mar, inside the home that's featured on the February issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. The publisher, Mark McKinnon, is joining me once again. Incredible home.
I know, it's beautiful. I mean, being a publisher, you'd think I'd have a house like this, but you know, every house we get into, it's always something different that I pick up little nuggets here and there, and this one definitely has a lot of them.
Yeah, it really is gorgeous. This is not the only thing in the magazine, though. What else is inside?
We got another great house in Mission Hills. If you like contemporary architecture, you know, it's another great house, indoor, outdoor, just like this one. We got some great recipes for the chefs out there. And then, of course, gardening. You know, we had a warm winter, and I think now, you know, we got some gardening to do. So if you're looking for some great gardening tips, what to plant, what to do, when to prune, you'll definitely find all those in our garden planner.
You're also highlighting and featuring some kitchens, right?
We are. We have 4 great kitchens. You know, they've got great color palettes. This one has something to do with the white. So if you're looking for white elements and white materials, we have some great ideas for you. Chandeliers, countertops, backsplashes. You know, some great good ideas.
So if you're in the market to rebuild or redecorate, remodel, whatever it is, this is the magazine for you, right?
That's right. This is a great issue. Every issue is slammed with all of them. But, you know, if you also want some extra stuff that we only give to our e-club members, you can go to our website, SanDiegoHomeGarden.com, and subscribe. But there's we send out a weekly free design tip, a recipe tip, and a gardening tip from local designers in San Diego and chefs as well. So if you want the special stuff, we'll send that to you every week.
That is very cool. So obviously subscriptions are available. We can also pick this up at just a couple locations, right?
Yeah, 430. You know, we're at all Ralph
counting.
Bonds, Albertsons, a major drugstore. So you'll find them. If not, call me at the magazine. I'll make sure you get one.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. Gorgeous home, guys. If you want to learn more, pick up the February issue. It was stunning.
I bet.
Breathtaking.
I'd like to hang out there.
You would have liked the hammock in the backyard.
You got my name on it. You're exactly
Yep.
right.